Hey guys, we are back from our long hiatus and we hope that you missed us. Before I get into this video, I just want to shout out our sponsor, and just as a heads up, this is a company that we created. It's called Pro Gamer University and we offer live online video game training. You just hop on over to the website, which is linked down below, and you can kind of take a look at the packages that we offer. If you want to upgrade your level from a silver to a platinum, guys, you need this in your life. We have an excellent team of trainers that will train you in the fighting game of your choice. How do you break a person and destroy them? I mean, I'm going to answer that question for you, but I just thought I'd throw that out there. As with most things, breaking someone takes time, and the abuse that Casca experienced is definitely no different. Casca's case began with the death of her comrades during the eclipse, and it was magnified during her rape in front of Guts, the man she loved. Can you imagine the amount of humiliation besides the pain that she experienced? The abuse now continues in her mind. It's moved from the physical to the psychological, right? And we're certain that Casca has gone through a great deal due to these events. So how did this happen? In Casca's case, we believe that her abuser, Griffith, started with subtle psychological abuse. And, physical abuse played a vital role in her state of mind, but it happened later on in the cycle of events. The predator, Griffith, took his time to understand the inner workings of Casca's life and to strike her when she was most vulnerable. Now, we can argue that Griffith's intentions when he raped Casca were twofold, not just to inflict pain on Casca, but I think his main goal was that he wanted to hurt Guts, and he hurt Casca in the process too, So the abuse that Casca endured not only hurt her, but it also helped to isolate her from others. In her case, sexual abuse was used to destroy the ties of friendship between Guts and Griffith. She was casted into a fog of confusion and separated from her support network. An example of this separation is shown in the current relationship between her and Guts. She clearly hates and fears him due to his actions when he was possessed by the evil spirits. Despite Guts not being in control of himself at the time, the memory of that rape sends Casca into a rage-filled spiral against Guts and further increases the distance between them. Due to the events at the eclipse, Casca was cut off from her most positive memories of Guts and her dead comrades. We also see that the Casca fragment and the dog that protects it are forced to constantly live through the nightmare hell, which is the subconscious of Casca's mind. The demons that are created in her mind are most likely the manifestations of her mental anguish. These fiends lash out so aggressively at the wandering dog, Casca's fragment, Shirky, and Farnes as they venture around Casca's mind, and it's difficult for them to piece the fragments together, because it's almost as if they're fighting a battle every single step that they take. Griffith's true plan could have been working on destroying Casca's spirit permanently. Casca's main core could even have been heavily polluted by Griffith's evil thoughts. He could have even made it seem like, he's the only person left who cares about her. As a result, Casca's love may be misdirected to the main cause of her turmoil, who is Griffith, of course. The most insidious thing that I think he could accomplish is changing Casca's perception of Guts permanently. The true psyche of Casca's mind knows that Guts is trying to protect her, as is evidenced by the black dog protecting her fragment. But despite this, Griffith could have left a lasting impression on her mind, thereby tarnishing her heart. Casca may believe that she's truly in love with Griffith and not Guts, which would mean that Griffith is then placed on a pedestal in her heart. Casca's true core could even have been warped by Griffith's magic, and he may now have influence over her soul. I mean, sometimes it's hard to grasp the passage of time, but it's been years, guys. It's been several years, and who we once knew Casca to be may no longer exist. She's had no true access to emotional resources in the depths of her mind for many, many years before the last few chapters. And it's very possible that she may emerge as a monster or even a new threat to Guts and his team. As I've stated before, in the final panel of chapter 351, there's an egg of some sort that's glowing with an eerie light, and we believe that the core piece to Casca's mind may rest here, but we don't know what state it's in. Another theory that I'm proposing is that the last and final piece to Casca's mind could have even been destroyed. I mean, and this would signal that Casca's true persona may never truly return. I mean, or even worse, what if the key to restoring Casca lies with or in Griffith back in the real world? Griffith could have inflicted tremendous damage to this core piece, making Casca into a dangerous monster, or Trojan horse if you will, to destroy the last resistance on the planet. And I mean, this theory of Casca's last piece remaining with Griffith is not really that incredulous, in my opinion, because he already has a link with Casca through the Moonlight Boy, or the Moonlight Child, or Demon Child, you know? They're already linked. But I will say that Casca is fortunate to have her friends trying to save what is left of her mind. But as we saw with the interactions between Rickert and Femto, it may be a lot harder to break away from her feelings without her knowing the truth. Remember how confused Rickert was when Guts was being hostile towards Griffith? She might have the same experience if she's ever, you know, restored. She's had her spirit broken, and breaking her spirit means destroying her self-esteem. It means taking away her joy in life, her belief, and the knowledge of who she is. Casca has been emotionally beaten down to the point where she may be irrevocably damaged. She could feel that she's not deserving of happiness, or totally lost all hope or even desire for life. So what's the solution? You know, where is the rainbow or the light at the end of the tunnel? Guts and his team definitely have to reverse the process of destruction of Casca's mind. He's going to have to reestablish a new connection with Casca, and this can only be done once Casca's mind is restored and he has a chance to kind of talk with her. Guts will also need to identify how Casca feels about everything that took place, because like the Skull Knight said, what she wants may not be what you want. So Casca might not be hell-bent on exacting vengeance on Griffith. Guts might also have to give up on this revenge quest just to give Casca peace of mind. He might have to choose to work on rebuilding Casca's self-confidence and just kind of figuring out where she is mentally, you know, because I mean, it feels like she's been imprisoned in her mind for so many years. What effects would that have on a person? And if, let's say, Griffith ever reaches out to Casca to try to steal her from Guts again, I think this would be the final act. Like, this would be the finisher. This would be the trigger to drive Guts once again on the road of revenge. But hopefully, there's gonna be, you know, a few sunny days and, you know, a little light at the end of the tunnel for this tragic couple. Guys, theory's over. I hope you liked it. Please leave your comments down below and let me know which ones you think are most likely to happen. Or you can propose a theory of your own. Don't forget to hop on over to our Facebook. You really, really want to follow us on Facebook because we post freebies, we post memes occasionally, we give you a whole bunch of updates and beautiful, beautiful manga panels. So hop on over to Facebook, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe because we've got some awesome videos that we think you're going to want to check out. Over and out.